here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another afternoon of Georgia Bulldogs basketball. An early start today here on this Saturday morning. The Dogs continue their homestand here at Stegman Coliseum. It's game 2 of 3 straight as Georgia will host Kentucky on this sold-out Saturday in Athens. 10,000 plus. We'll also celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Bulldogs' 1983 Final Four team today. Dogs and Cats go head-to-head for the second time this season. Kentucky beat the Dogs in Lexington last month, quickly erasing an 8-point halftime deficit with 51 points in the second half. All-American forward Oscar Tshiebwe crushed the Bulldogs with a career-best 37 points and a whopping 24 rebounds. That game began a bit of a slide for Georgia as the Bulldogs have dropped 6 of their last 7. Kentucky now 16-8 overall, saw its conference record dip to 7-4 last Tuesday night when the Wildcats were milder than usual in a rare 15-point home loss to Arkansas. So both Georgia and Kentucky want to make their presence felt today. We'll make ours felt with the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Our producer-engineer in Athens is the road dog, Adam Gillespie. Luke Nadkarni, producer and host in our network studio. And Chuck Dowdle will celebrate another birthday tomorrow. Adam and I have gifted him with a courtside seat, free food, and a headset. He'll speak into the microphone next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Let's pause for ID on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Georgia in white, Kentucky in blue. Tony Green, our lead official, with the ball. Tshiebwe and Moncrief will jump it off. Kentucky will win the opening tip. It's brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal with expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more. You can move into tomorrow with confidence for a healthier future together. Look to Northside Hospital. Line, 16-foot jumper, hits the rim, no good. Rebound, Hill for the Dogs.
I'm good with him taking jumpers out at the free throw line, away from the glass all day long.
Georgia starting 5, Justin Hill, Cario, Oquendo, Juice Holt, M.A. Moncrief, and Braylon Bridges. Cats counter as we get it inside to Oquendo for a one-handed jam, a power dunk to get this game started. 2-0 Georgia.
That was a play that you could tell Mike White had seen that on film.
2-0, Dogs with possession. Hill, slow bounce pass left to Bridges. He's above the three-point line. Backdoor feed to Cario and a soft layup from the right side of the rim. Good. Oquendo 2 for 2, and Georgia leads it 4-0.
He thought about dunking it, but he realized how close he was.
To Roberts, and will reset with 15 on the clock.
Cario thought about that 3, but I think he also thought about missing that other one.
Roberts doubled at the three-point line. Over to Ingram for a Scana Energy 3. Jalen Ingram, the 7th-year player from Madison, Georgia, with his first points of the game. And it's 11-5 Dogs. Ingram now with his 15th 3 of the year, 37% in limited shooting. Half court now. Terry back in his first game since suffering the concussion against Auburn. Doubled out on the perimeter. Feed it in with a sweeping bounce pass to Bridges. Jump hook, left side, good.
And that's Braylon's shot. You get him down there in his territory. That's his. He's got a little flag staked out around there. This is where I live.
Let's hope he lives there a lot today. His first points of the afternoon. 13-5. Dogs by 8. We're tied at 13. So the Cats on an 8-0 run to erase Georgia's 8-point lead. Georgia with a basketball. Hill's back in at the point now. Long cross-court pass to Jabri Abdur-Rahim. His first stroke of the game connects from the left corner. Scana Energy 3 for Jabri.
Scott, I got here 2 hours before tip-off. Jabri was already out on the court taking threes.
16-13. Cats answer another one. And then Braylon Bridges has a basket for the Dogs. Georgia by 1, 16-15. And the Bulldogs have the basketball. Hill guarded tightly by Thiero. Chased all over the floor, spins inside the arc, runs into the paint, scoops it up, and in! Hit high off the glass and fell down through the cylinder. Justin Hill now with his first basket of the game. He's got 4, and it's 18-15 Dogs.
He just won't go for us.
Cario's getting some good looks, but he's 0 for 3 from 3. He's going to spin and work inside. There you go. Maybe that'll get him going as he spins down and connects right off the square and banks it home. Carrio now with 6 points, and it's 20-17 Georgia. It's the free throw. Anselm picked up the rebound on the bounce. Holt's got it in the front court with his lime green shoes. Passes back to Roberts. He's wearing red shoes. I like that. Over to Holt. Juice spins down the left edge of the paint. Throws it up high and nails it. Oh, that went in fast.
I'm not sure he meant it to look like that, but hey, we'll take that.
Juice connects 26-23. Aldi's got 13 points.
Well, he did a good job fending off with his left hand while he put it up with his right hand.
3-point Georgia lead. Hill answers with a little fancy footwork and a one-hander from the right edge of the lane. 30-25 Dogs. Cats throw it away, trying to go to Shebue under the back. Through the legs. Bridges in the paint. Spin move, pump fake. Shebue guards. Kick it back out to Jabri. Over to Roberts with 8 seconds on the clock. Terry left-handed dribble drive. Throws it up with the right hand. Banks it off the square. He was going away from the basket. Changed hands and banked it home. Roberts with his first bucket of the game. 34-27. Dogs by 7.
Coach White's asking Tony Green, did Kentucky touch it? Tony said nope.
Thought he said I didn't see it. How many times did the officials say that? I didn't see it.
Oh, that's right. They see
Therefore,
everything.
it didn't happen. Entry pass stolen on the block by Hill. Threads the needle. Oh, my goodness. Bounce pass to Carrio. He skies for a one-handed tomahawk. He jammed it right on the Cats.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that'll make them call time.
Calipari got some of that on his face.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Dogs by 9. Cats with a timeout. 2:34 to go in the half. Beautiful thread the needle bounce pass on the run, Chuck, by Justin Hill. And Oquendo finished it strong.
Well, it was a great interception. The feed up ahead to Justin Hill, who then threaded the needle to Carrio. What a monster slam that was.
Anselm comes out. Bridges in with Hill and Oquendo, Mardrez, McBride, and Jabri. 1:11 on the clock, first half. Hill into Braylon, back to Hill, and dribbles it up the wing. Toppin trying to go with him. They're doubling the ball. Hill dribbling it low below his knees. 10 on the clock. Justin reset between the circles. 5 to go. Drive and a kick out. Long three, right side. Good!
He finally nailed one.
Carrio nailed a long one from the right baseline, or the right sideline, rather. He's got 17, and the Dogs get a little breathing room at 39-32. Clock ticking down, 18, 17, 16, 15, almost in sync with the shot clock. As Chuck told you, they're just separated by tenths of a second, so the Dogs will go into action. Jabri for 3, good! Deep on the right wing, right in front of the courtside seats. 2 seconds, 1 second, last shot. Cats hit the backboard, and that's the end of that half.
How about that? That brings this crowd to its feet. An ovation for the Dogs, justly deserved, as they walk off the floor. They have done everything they needed to do, and they lead these Kentucky Wildcats by 10 here at half.
Should be an ovation. That 3 by Abdur-Rahim gives Georgia its largest lead of the game at 10. It's 42-32. Let's catch a station identification break before we go into halftime. Pause 10 seconds on the Bulldog Sports Network. Livingston had a clear path to the basket.
Well, MA's had a couple of close shots and missed them both. Need to get him going.
8-point lead for the Dogs. Hill in traffic, banks it up from the left block. One-handed shot for Justin Hill. He's got 8. The Dogs answer. 44-34. Game. 44-38. Roberts to Holt to Jabri. Head of the key, screen, Bridges. Roberts dribbles, tries to go by Wallace. He zips down the right edge, reverse pivot, fade away. 2, good, Terry. 8-footer right side. Terry Roberts now with 6, 46-38 Dogs. Moncrief.
But Scott, we had that rebound cleanly, and then we fumbled it. And that's why it ended up in a tie-up.
4-point lead for Kentucky, their largest of the game. 52-48. Dogs have been quiet here in the second half. Only 6 second half points. Bridges tries to change that, and he does with a head fake and a jump hook in the paint. Second basket of the game for Bridges.
With Sheboy with 3 fouls, I'd be doing that every time down the floor.
52-50.
30-footers.
He's only made one of those long shots today. Dogs can tie it with a 2 here. Bridges, jump hook, left hand, good over Sheboy.
And if I'm, again, like I said, I'd be doing it every time because Sheboy's got those 3 fouls.
Tied at 52 with 9 minutes to play. Tied at 52, Dogs can take the lead. Justin Hill slows it down at the half-court line and walks it across. 8:40 to go in the game. We're knotted at 52. Hill behind a screen from Bridges. Open 3, set shot, good! He rips a Scana Energy 3 from the left wing. Justin Hill, he's in double figures with 11. Dogs in front, 55-52.
And suddenly this crowd is back into a game that they thought was slipping away from them.
The basketball, just inside the foul line, in the paint. Whips it out to Holt. He bounces it hard with authority into Bridges against Sheboy. Jumps into the paint. They foul him in. The shot goes on the running jump hook. Count the basket. 9 for Bridges. 4 fouls, as Chuck says, on Sheboy. It would appear. Less than 4.5 minutes to play. Student section is standing here at Stegman.
Photo finishes are something they're accustomed to up in Bluegrass country.
Hill with the ball to Moncrief. Feeds it into Bridges. Sheboy pushed him out of the way. He still scored on the jump hook. Sheboy pushed him. That should have been his 5th foul. They didn't call it. 61-58 Dogs. Livingston, a former player of the year in 2 states in high school, in Ohio and in Virginia, missed that 3 at the desperation end of the clock. Dogs with the ball. We go to Bridges. Sheboy's got 4 fouls. Kick it into Jabri. Left corner 3. Good. Yeah. 3 ball left corner by Jabri Abdur-Rahim. A Scana Energy 3 and a timeout. Kentucky. 2:52 to go.
How
Georgia,
about that?
64. Kentucky 58. Abdur-Rahim with his 3rd 3 of the game.
And you know what? That started because we got the ball inside to Braylon. They collapsed on Braylon because the Sheboy's got those 4 fouls. And it, boy, as soon as they did, he fired that ball over into the corner to a wide open Jabri.
Abdur-Rahim now with 9. He's 3 for 4 on 3 balls today. And he's really finding his way from long distance range here as the season has gone along. That's now his 38th three-pointer, and he leads Georgia in the three-point percentage as he closes in on 40% for the season. 2:52 remaining. Georgia now with a 6-point lead. That looks massive compared to where we were for most of this half.
I totally agree with you. And you know what? Listen, if we're fortunate enough to pull this thing out of the fire here, I want to point out that the Dogs fell behind after leading at 10 at halftime. Fell behind here by 6 points in the second half against Kentucky and still managed to climb out over that and now lead the Wildcats with under 3 to play by 6.
Cats bring it up the length of the floor, right to left. Dogs back into his own defense. Here's Wallace between the circles. Roberts out at the head of the defense. He dribbles to his right, cross court to Toppin. He attacks down on the left block. Spin move. Lost the dribble on the spin. Picked up on the bounce by Moncrief. Up ahead to Roberts. Italy and good. We made the layup. Our 3rd of the game.
You see what he did? He let the defender go by him, and then he had the clean layup.
8-point Georgia lead. 2:20 to go. 66-58. Cats ball. Livingston jab step and a dribble right behind the back. Changes course. Feeds Toppin through the paint. Over to Wallace. Drives on the baseline. We leave him open. He doesn't shoot. He feeds Reeves going to the basket. The floater off the front of the rim. Roberts the rebound.
Take your time. Take your time. You got under 2. You're up by 8.
Dogs ball. Hill will walk it across the timeline. 66-58. Georgia, they try to trap and double Justin Hill. He drives inside the arc left side. Bridges comes out for help. Gives the ball back to Hill.
Yep.
Goes to Roberts, near side. Moncrief inside the arc on the right wing. Dribbles it into the paint. Offensive foul. He took top and down on a spin move on the right block.
And they look at film too. So they know that that's the move he likes to make. He puts the ball on the floor. He's going to go to his left and then spin back to his right. And when he did that, guess what?
Yeah, offensive foul.
Yeah.
Moncrief's got 4 now. Cats ball. Time getting kind of tight. 133, 132. They're down 6, make it 8. 66-58 is our score. Kentucky for 3, left corner. Reeves, short, side iron. Offensive rebound, Shibwe. Bridges defends. Spinning jump hook from the right edge. Shibwe is good over Braylon, and a timeout. John Calipari in Kentucky with 80 seconds to go, and it's a 66-60 Georgia lead. Shibwe now with 20 points and 14 rebounds.
I sure am glad he's having a bad game.
He's having an off day. Oh, he's so good. 20 and 14 for Oscar with 4 assists. Don't forget about that. And he's playing with 4 fouls, although he should have been fouled out of the game already behind these red and black glasses on a push earlier in this half, just a couple of minutes ago, as a matter of fact, that wasn't called. Georgia with 3 guys in double figures right now. Quindo's 19, had 17 in the first half. Bridges has gotten into double figures, 5 of 6. He's got 12. Justin Hill, another nice day running the point with 11. And the return of Terry Roberts has been beneficial for Georgia as well. 8 points. He's got a couple of assists, 3 rebounds. Georgia's shooting percentage now higher than Kentucky's. We're at 41%. They're at 37%.
And credit Georgia's defense for that too, Scott. You've been pointing it out that that's been the thing that's carried us today, and it has. But, you look back at the beginning of this season, that was one of the things that carried this team when we were really playing well, was defense.
Points in the paint, plus 10, Chuck, for Georgia. 32-22. That's a bit unexpected. Dogs will inbound the basketball with Justin Hill. Kentucky will press. Hill moves along the baseline, got to lob it in. He lobs it in high to Jabri. Quick whip back to Hill before he fell out of bounds. Justin sprints it into the front court. Wallace bumps him from behind. Under the basket, he drives. A wraparound pass is out on Shibwe. It looked like it was out on Oscar. They've signaled on the floor, though. It's Kentucky's basketball, but they're going to look at it to our left. And play stops with 1:12 to go. Well, let's see if we can catch the replay again. Are they going to show it again? The play is under review.
Yeah, it looked like Oscar. I mean, here you go.
So we'll watch the replay with Hill. Jumps in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, but hit Justin while he was out of bounds.
So here's
Shibwe definitely tipped it out, but it hit Hill's body while he was out of bounds before it hit the floor. We'll look at the replay again. Justin's pass to Roberts, deflected by Shibwe. And then the ball does not hit him. It should be Georgia basketball based on that replay.
Here, I'll tell them. Gentlemen, that's Georgia's ball.
Yes. So the play is under review. They've called it in favor of Kentucky, and the 3 officials are going to overrule the call. Mike Nance, Tony Green, Will Howard, no relation, although he might be a distant cousin. After he made a saving play, the ball hit him, keep it inbounds for Georgia earlier in the game. It's going to be Georgia's basketball. 23 on the shot clock, 1:12 to play in the game. 2-possession game. 66-60 for the Dogs right now is the lead. Cats come back with Reeves and Toppin, Livingston, Shibwe, and Wallace. The Dogs will counter with Roberts and Hill, Oquindo, Bridges, and Jabri. Have to mop up some moisture in front of the Georgia bench where all of our guys were standing and sweating and dripping on the court. Now they got to wipe up a little bit more.
Yeah, I said earlier, our Libman mop men have been the MVPs.
They were for a while. Now the towel guys have taken over in the second half.
We had so many bodies on the floor. It's been a physical game.
Terry Roberts will inbound it, fakes the overhead throw, feeds it into the left corner to Justin Hill, and a quick foul by Kentucky as Antonio Reeves, the 6'5 senior guard from Chicago, purposefully fouls Justin Hill, but it's not an intentional foul. That's the first on Reeves today, and that puts Justin on the line. Clock stops with 1:10 to go. So 70 seconds, the clock is off, or it's stopped anyway, it's not turned off. And Hill free throw, number one, is good. Justin with a dozen points today for the Dogs. And 3 for 3 from the line now. And we drop Jabri and Bridges off the foul lane.
Off the foul lane, put everybody back on defense.
Hill with 4 guys in blue stands up there and strips it. Knocks them both down. He's got 13. Georgia's lead is 8 again, 68 to 60, 70 seconds to go. Cats have to bring it up the length of the floor. Toppin into Wallace, who lets it roll, still rolling all the way to half court. Now he picks it up, the clock starts. Wallace drives on the baseline, back out on the wing. Roberts defending, they hoist a 3. Case and Wallace still scoreless today, missed the 3 ball. Hit the side of the rim, rebound to Hill. Less than a minute to go, they foul Hill in the backcourt. That's on Chris Livingston. Number 3 on Livingston. Dogs back to the line with 57 seconds to go.
We were so good at the line in the first half, and now here we got to close it out, being good at the line.
We had a 10-point lead at the half. We lost that lead, fell down by 4 in this half. And now, if Hill makes both of these, we'll be back up by 10. That's pretty good play for the Dogs. Justin Hill for 2 shots, 78% free throw shooter this season. Number 1, all net, right through the center. Hill with 13 points, 5 for 5 from the line.
And a 3-possession game.
Spins the ball, looks at the basket, puts it in the air. He knew it. He's backing away from the line when that ball's still in the air. He knocks them both down. It's 70 to 60.
Make them pick
Dog
it up.
fans.
There you go.
55 seconds to go. Dogs by 10. Wallace got a lane right down the paint and dunks it home easily. Case and Wallace, and that didn't take a lot of time off the clock. The freshman gets his first points of the ball game on a wide open dunk. And Kentucky stopped the clock with a timeout. Oh, he can't give up that kind of stuff. You got to make them work for it anyway.
Well, yeah, and what happened was Terry went out to do what you needed to do was make them pick up the ball so that they weren't letting, time run off. I mean, saving time while the ball rolled up. So they made Kentucky pick up the ball to start the clock, but when they did, nobody got back, and he just went right down the middle, laid it up.
52.8 on the clock. Dogs are going to have the possession after the basket by Case and Wallace, who averages just over 12 a game. He gets his first points of the contest with less than a minute to go.
Well, look, you know what Kentucky's going to do as soon as the ball's inbounded. They've already shown you what they're going to do. They're going to foul immediately. And fortunately, we're in the double bonus. So, we get both shots. Helps to make them both, but, one helps. Every little bit helps at this point.
John Calipari's record as Kentucky's head coach against Georgia, 21-3. All 3 of those losses have been in Athens. The most recent came in 2021 when P.J. Horn hit a game-winning layup at the Horn to win it 63-62. Now here 2 years later, the Dogs are trying to knock off Kentucky again on our home floor. We lead by 8 with less than a minute to go, 70-62.
I don't think they were here last year, were they?
No.
So would this be successive? This would be successive trips for Kentucky to lose here.
On Georgia's home court, yes, if it happens. And we'll see if it does. Roberts runs the baseline, inbounds far corner to Oquendo. They foul Carrio. Last time Georgia beat Kentucky back-to-back at home, the 89 and 90 seasons, over 12,000 days ago. How about that? Thank you, Mike Mobley, for that stat.
He counted up those days?
Thanks to Jigs. Yes, Mike's been over there going through the calendar. That's 12,000 days. Carrio, free throw, rolls it in there good. 71-62 Dogs try to go back up by 10 if Oquendo hits this free throw.
Mike White making his defensive
good
substitutions. Puts Juice in, puts M.A. in.
Carrio hit both free throws. He was coming out, but they push him back on the floor. They bring Bridges out. So we've got Robertson, Juice, Moncrief, Oquendo, and Hill on the floor. Kentucky down 10 with 48 seconds to go. Toppin for three. Knocks it down left wing. It's good. Cats don't have any timeouts left. 72-65. We inbound. Quick foul.
And they foul Juice.
Holt has been very good from the free throw line. And the foul was on Livingston. That's his fourth. They've been playing teetering on the brink. Foul trouble today because they don't have a deep bench, but no one has fouled out of the game. Holt to the line for the Dogs. 82% from the stripe for the Alabama transfer, 23 of 28 this season. First trip to the line today. Right-handed shooter, free throw, barely moves the net. Good.
Dead center.
Dogs 88% from the line today. Juice in his lime green shoes. Strokes it home good. He hit them both.
He's got free throw shooting down.
74-65. 9-point Dog lead. 45.8 to go. Cats let the ball roll in backcourt. Wallace picks it up shy of the half-court line. Now they work on the front side. They need threes. Toppin launches, misses, right side. Rebound. Who's got the ball? I got screened out. Roberts rebounded. They foul him with 35.7. John Calipari has his hands in his pants pockets as he knows time is getting short. They don't have any timeouts left, and they're down 3 possessions. And it can be more than that if Roberts connects at the foul line here. 8 points for Terry in the game as he goes to the line. Second trip to the line today for Roberts. He's 2 for 2 thus far. And he's an 82% foul shooter. Did not play in the previous 2 games. Misses the free throw. A little too deep on the back of the rim. First game back since the concussion against Auburn. Missed the A&M and Ole Miss games. Roberts, second free throw is good. Dogs get an automatic 2. They've been in the double bonus for a little bit now. 10-point Georgia lead, 75-65. 33 seconds to go. Dogs defense scrambling. Cats, Reeves, nowhere to go. Puts it in the corner. Toppin launches a 3. Around the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Wallace, he got in there and put it back up and in, and we fouled him. Not what we wanted.
I got to tell you, that was a spectacular play.
It was indeed.
He did that all in one motion in the air.
Wallace with his second basket of the game now. Got it in heavy traffic, was able to offensively rebound that ball somehow and score all in one motion, and he was fouled by Hill for the Dogs. Now 3-point play for Kentucky with 21.9 to go. Wallace, 70% foul shooter for the McDonald's All-American. First trip to the line today. 75-67, Georgia in front. Now 75-68. Free throw is good. Dogs by 7 with 21.9. Cats, pressure in the backcourt. Hill runs the baseline to Braylon. Back to Hill. Dribbles it in backcourt. They try to pin him in, force a turnover. They're not fouling. They're not fouling. Clock at 13. Georgia almost threw it away. Roberts saved an in front court pass. He chased it down. It was bouncing to the sideline. And Kentucky's going to retreat. And Georgia's going to win the game as we let the clock hit 0 with Hill just holding the basketball. The Dogs have won it. 75-68. Georgia defeats Kentucky for the second straight time on their home floor. They beat them in 21. We beat them here in 23. Georgia now 15-10, 5-7 in the league. Kentucky with back-to-back losses. They lost to Arkansas at home on Tuesday. They lose to the Dogs in Athens.
There's no real way to make the best of the worst. We are sentenced at birth unto a prison we still call the earth. Pre-adolescent mind records and stores all that they see, feel, and hear. The actions of adulthood at best are carried out in fear. Figure of neglect stands above the shape of innocence. It comes to insecurity. choose cruel punishment. Unqualified, socially identified, symbols of poverty, entitled to our cognizance.
B. And pass stolen by Leslie, all alone for some showtime. Oh, a reverse slam. Oh, a windmill. Dominique